It's Board of Public Works
That's right,
meeting.
hockey. Oh, good, today.
It's a hockey night, or morning. Board of Public Works meeting, Monday, August 4th, 6 o'clock at the DPW Media Room, 965 Plain Street. Tonight we have for action items, Esplanade Street limit and sign, roundabout sign, and parking space stripe. Illicit discharge bylaw, vote on RFP for forensic audit, snow budget account to pay all plowing costs, highway budget towns beach pickup weekdays, weekends, 2006-01 Marshfield Playground Surfacing Contract, 2025-24 Marshfield, Town of Marshfield Stormwater Bylaw Regulation Updates, 2025-14 Landfill Environmental Monitoring, Household Hazardous Waste Day, Clean Harbors Agreement, 2026-04 Ball Fields Construction Engineer, 2026-04A Ball Fields Construction Contractor. For discussion, we have weekly report of all trash pickup, new crosswalk at Surf and Ocean Street, signage entrance to Winslow Ave exit, fixed crooked entrance to public beach sign, and update on playgrounds. We'll vote to accept the minutes, get a report from the superintendent, and then our next meeting is to be announced.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, number 1, Esplanade speed limit, sign, roundabout, and parking space. All right, so, so this is my item. So I think you guys remember that we talked about this at a previous meeting where we had questions from resident about the speed limit at the Esplanade. Is there one? Was the first question. And could there be a sign? So, so I talked to Chief Tavares over the weekend and then Attorney Galvin. So the default speed limit is 30 because that's the speed limit on the road, right, near there. And so we had talked at our meeting when we had the resident come before us about potentially 10 or 20,
15.
not being sure, 15. There was some different, numbers kind of tossed around. So in order to change the speed limit, there's a very complicated process through the Department of Transportation that we would have to go through to change the speed limit, but it can be, I just need to find, I think, did Amy, I don't know if Amy sent it to you guys in an email, about the safety zone, so we can send a letter to the Department of Transportation and acknowledge that area as a safety zone, and then we can make the speed limit 20 in that case. And that only requires a letter to the DOT and then a speed limit sign.
Fine.
So, that's just really as far as we can go on that without having it be like a huge deal with a traffic study and all that, which.
A question on the downtown,
On what?
with the downtown, the Esplanade, not the back street in downtown, what is that speed limit?
What street are you talking about?
Road, you're saying?
Ocean Street, if it would be.
Ocean Street, like Webster Square?
Yeah, Webster Square area, between the two, the road that goes from Dairy Queen around to Town Hall, behind the store.
You're talking Snow Road.
Snow Road, is that Snow Road?
Yeah.
What is the speed limit on the Snow Road?
Is that a road?
Yeah.
So,
Here's my point. My point is, I agree with you 100%. That if we're going to do safety zones, let's not just do it for Brett Rock, let's do it for the downtown also, because it's pedestrian safety that we're looking for.
yeah, but there's specific, sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
There's specific requirements for it to be a safety zone. And Snow Road wouldn't qualify. Because it has to have, in order to be a safety zone, it has to have a lot of
Foot traffic.
No, not food traffic. It has to have a lot of like development, either residential or commercial, and a lot of crosswalks. And Snow Road doesn't have that.
Sure they do.
Well, I don't think it would qualify, but I mean, we
I was just asking a
could
question.
definitely look into it if you
Yeah.
want to.
Well,
but-
I just think that if we as a board are going to look at, the safety zones in the town, and I agree that, Brant Rock should be the first one, we should not forget that we have other areas in town that we should also look at.
Sure, I'm happy to look at them. I mean, this was
This is-
brought to us from a resident, so that's why, I got the information. And of course, I could never find my email.
So Dave Carey has a comment.
Oh,
Yeah, Dave Carey, 34 Outlook Road. Back when I was in the tenure of the superintendent's position, the speed limit on Snow Road was specified at 10 miles per hour for the stretch that runs past Town Hall and down through all of the rest of those ways. That signage I no longer see up there, but that's what it was back then.
yeah, I don't know if that was legally created as a 10-mile-an-hour zone, or if it just
It
kind of was assumed.
It was posted as 10 miles per hour, and it tied back to the issues that were associated with the Webster Street to Snow Road intersection, where a number of accidents had happened over the time.
So there was like a traffic study and
Yeah.
everything, probably?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we definitely look into that.
So the other issue is there other areas in town that we need to slow traffic down in similar type of areas like Seaview or?
The whole town.
You like it.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Actually, that's
no,
what
I'm
the
saying-
chief
well,
said. He's
well,
like, let's look at other areas in town. So you're
no,
right, you're right.
What I'm thinking
He
is.
does want to.
We're a policy setting board. So if we're doing a policy setting board for one section, is Marshfield Hills, would that be a designated where the Marshfield Hills country store is? And basically, we could designate those areas where there is a lot of foot traffic and there is a lot of slow zones that we should look at as a across-the-board policy, that our board is really focused in on pedestrian safety, and then we designate these areas as pedestrian safety areas where we would like to lower the speed limit from 30, which is probably a townwide speed limit, to something less.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's all
I
my
mean,
point is.
Yeah, so
Every
Chief Tavares did mention, it'd be good to look at other areas. So I was like, yeah, we definitely. So I'll just read the DOT minimum criteria for communities looking to create a safety zone. So the street should be adjacent to a land use that is likely to attract vulnerable road users. The safety zone should contain one or more areas that have a potential conflict between motor vehicles and vulnerable road users that warrant a reduction in speed, such as crosswalks, driveways, or side streets. The minimum length of a safety zone should be at least 1/4 of a mile and should not extend more than 500 feet beyond the side street unless an applicable land use continues along the adjacent block. I don't understand what that means, but, if that qualifies, like Snow Road would fit under that criteria?
I would think so.
Yeah. Right.
Grant
So-
Rock, Green Harbor, where this general store is,
Oh, Marine, what's that, Marine?
whatever, I think it's.
Or Beach, you have Beach
No, it's
Street?
not Beach Street, it's Marine.
Marine?
Right, because a lot of people walk across those sections that there. You got Seaview, what's over by Hummerock, you got Marshall Hills. We should ask engineering to take a look at, and our deputy superintendent to, look at those areas and come up with a list so that we can actually, have set a policy to say, in these areas, we would like to designate them as safety areas for pedestrians.
Definitely. Yeah, and also, the chief is looking into it as well. What?
We have to scope and talk about the Esplanade.
I understand, but it was part of my conversation with the chief, so. All right, but we do need to,
What about the round?
also, so the sign, so we're voting on these things, they're action items, so we're gonna vote on speed limit and a sign. So the sign for the speed limit, just one sign, like
Where you
at the
go-
opening of the
where you go
Esplanade
into
going
the
in.
Esplanade.
Right, just one speed limit sign, like not
Yeah, yeah.
another array of signs, right? What do you think?
You'd probably have to have one coming in
That's right.
and then you're going out.
Yes,
Yeah, on the other
Like on
end,
the
going,
James side.
so entering the Esplanade on both sides.
Yeah, by the laundromat,
Right, going in, yeah,
and then coming back out across from Ockland Pass.
right, exactly. So entering the Esplanade on both sides, both
Makes
ends,
sense.
What is that,
rather.
20 miles an hour?
20,
20.
20?
20.
Get quick.
I know, but that's the lowest we can go without getting involved in a big, like, process
So
with the
we can
Department of
put a 10
Transportation.
miles on
Not legally, we're being told now.
I'm gonna talk to Charlie. He's a sign man.
Right, yeah. You could put a 20-mile-an-hour sign and then somebody could graffiti over it and make it 10, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, without getting into a big
Right.
to-do with the state, which is just gonna take
I mean,
forever.
If you drive through there 20 miles an hour, you're thinking yourself, you know, for people walking everywhere.
I agree, it should,
You can't go fast.
it should be 10, but maybe we could eventually work on doing that, but for right now, we can only go to 20. But at least it's posted,
Right.
so people who live in town know you have to go 10 at the most, but people who don't live around here,
Yeah, you can
they're
let
in a
some-
hurry to get to
Yeah,
It's unmarked.
the Venus for pizza or whatever they.
I know they're not going to Ockland Pass.
All right, so then, the roundabout sign. So when will that be, you had mentioned two things, a new sign, but then you also mentioned some kind of a thing that you just cover that third arrow
Yeah,
on
I
both
think
of
we can,
those.
we think we can modify that, and we have to do that, we have to do the parking space stripe, and we have to do crosswalks.
Right,
So it's all on the list of other areas we have to get painted as well.
okay. Yeah, because I have seen that parking space being, I just took a picture of it the other night, walking, like, one car, well, right in the middle of it, every single time. And the parking lot full, you know, because it was like Saturday night. So do we need to, I mean, action items, we should be voting on these, so we're gonna take a vote to,
Again, if you want.
get this done, all right, so, all right, well, I'll make a motion that we're going to get a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit sign made and installed for both entrances to the Esplanade. Well, first we have to write a letter to the Department of Transportation, so who handles that, writing it?
We can take care of that.
Okay, all right, so that has to get done. And then, have the sign made and installed, fix the roundabout sign by taking off the third arrow, I think there's 2 of those signs.
Yes.
And then paint the parking space into 2 spaces, the stripe then. So, do I have a second?
Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
I,
Aye.
I would like to have, engineering look at the other areas in town that also need a similar situation.
We gave him a list.
All right, we can't vote on it, but.
No, I understand that.
But,
For
yeah,
future,
I agree.
for future meeting,
Future.
Yep,
future meeting.
future meeting, yep.
All right, that's
All
what.
right, so the proposed illicit discharge general bylaw. Okay, so this is gonna go for town meeting. At our last meeting, Sean had said that with the violation and penalty section in under enforcement, he wanted it to be specified that any inspections are done by the Department of Public Works and the building commissioner together. So Attorney Galvin changed it from whatever it was, or to and on that. And that was the only change in it. But you haven't seen this, so I really put it on, had it put on tonight because we didn't get feedback from you on it. So if you want to read it and then if you have any questions about what we're doing.
I know exactly what
why.
you're doing.
Okay, we are, okay, you do, okay. Because we probably talked about it at another meeting.
But,
before about it.
I'm in agreement that, with, having a legal vehicle to do enforcement. So
Right.
you need to have it. If you don't have it in the bylaw, then it doesn't happen.
Right, did you have any questions about this?
No,
It's in addition
no.
to our current bylaw, so.
Yep.
No questions about what it is about or why?
No, because it's not rainwater, it's somebody that is taking something out of their house or something that's moving on to somebody else's property.
Right, I mean, it can be groundwater from the rain, but not just,
Right.
you know, a big rainstorm
We
that
need
just
it-
happens
right.
to be everywhere, but it needs to be directed in some way from one property to
Homeowners
another.
need to have the responsibility of if they do something to somebody else's property.
Right, and I've gotten information from different residents about different scenarios where this is happening, whether it be like a roof or a build that is displacing like a lot of water. So, okay,
I mean, the issue of grades, one lot to another, is not illicit, it's natural. That's why it's illicit. But you can't say if, you know, somebody's here and someone's here, you can't bring your water onto me. But you have to have some kind of control of it. They need to, each property owner needs to control something. I mean, it's the same way of having water running on our streets. We have a diversion at the end of a lot of the properties that they control it so it doesn't go on the street. So I agree.
yeah, this is concerning movement of water that's under the control of a homeowner, like in whatever manner.
Right.
You know, whether they've changed the configuration of their property, or they're pumping it, or they've created something that's redirecting the natural flow of water. It's not like the natural flow of water. It's redirecting water in some way. Does that make sense?
They would need galleys, they would need what we call galleys. If it's a large amount of water coming off the roof, then you would need what we call it, the galleys, which is,
French drain.
yeah, well, really, we have them on Waterman Ave, you know, you have, large, concrete,
Leaching pits.
yeah, leaching pits and filled with stone on the outside, so it would, you know, gradually leach into the
Right.
underground instead of running over and going into people's property.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
So
all
there's a
different
way-
ways of doing it, depending on what the water source
you know, that,
is.
someone will say, I can't do it, well, you can,
You can, and if if it's a 100-year storm plus and water's everywhere, that's not an issue. The issue is normal way of doing business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right, so, it's gonna go on, it'll be submitted for town meeting, so, I don't know when the submission needs to be in, I think we have,
The warrant supposedly opens August 11th, and it's
Okay.
open for less than 2 weeks, I think,
okay,
maybe 2 weeks.
all right,
21st, I thought it closed.
right, we might have one more meeting before then, but we should vote, well, let's vote on this, and then if any changes need to be made to it, if we have to have a meeting to do that, we'll do it.
I think it's good.
Okay, unless I can include,
Yes.
if changes need to be made, they can be made in the motion, if you guys are okay with that, all right. All right, so I'm gonna make a motion to approve the Article 9, other illicit discharges bylaw for town meeting, as we have it written here from Attorney Galvin, and then if we discover that changes need to be made, as long as they're not changing the intent or anything of this bylaw, they can be made without a vote. So, by us. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay,
Minor changes.
minor, as long as they're not changing
Yeah,
the,
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Second.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we have, vote on RFP for forensic audit.
Yeah, where's that for, where's the,
So we should have it. Sean was gonna send it.
3?
Yeah.
Just-
Okay.
Turn the page, it should be in there.
Yeah, I have,
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
looking at it, so I don't know if
Okay.
anybody, if you wanted to present it, Sean, I mean, Ken,
Uh,
sorry.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that Sean put together, just kind of, at this point, we really can't ask for a request for quotes because we don't really know the scope. So we're really looking for a request for a proposal for these firms to get back to us and to explain to us how it is that they would actually attack this.
Right.
So,
Is it proposals or qualifications?
proposal, we want them to give us what it would take to get it done.
Yeah, so we want their qualifications and
Yes.
approach.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. And we could add that to be more specific, so.
I would ask if they could provide, they would provide the qualification, what person, the resume of the person or persons that will do it, their approach, and what their experience is on dealing with similar type of activities with other municipalities in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That way,
That's a good idea.
when you look at it and you're weighing out the proposals, right, you're looking at, okay, they got experience with this town, this town, this town.
Sure.
This is the person we're gonna get. We're not getting a firm, we're getting the person. The firm has experience, but also a person has to have the experience. And then we also wanna know what their approach is. That way we can evaluate, do they really get it or not? Or did they just take it and just throw a banana against the wall, hopefully it will stick? So that's, I'm a procurement officer.
So I think at this point, John was just looking for feedback so he can finalize this and get it.
Okay.
Yeah, fine, that's my feedback.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna read this for the benefit of the public. So the town of Marshfield, Department of Public Works, Board of Public Works, Marshfield, Mass, is seeking requests for proposals from certified public accountant firms to conduct a forensic audit of the department's 3 enterprise accounts. The enterprise accounts consist of the following: water, wastewater, solid waste. The work includes providing a detailed analysis of the accounts for the past 5 years, 2019 through 2024, and to include the following tasks: evaluation of all expenses and incoming revenues, evaluation of direct enterprise expenses and expenses charged should be charged to the enterprise accounts by the town, evaluation of appropriate percentage of expenses charged to the enterprise accounts by the town.
Yeah, that would be, you know, the total town budget
Okay.
versus, yeah, that's.
All right, okay, recommendations for appropriate methodology
Methodology.
for the town to use to charge enterprise funds going forward. The town of Marshfield Department of Public Works, Board of Public Works reserves the right to reject any and all proposals if qualifications do not meet town standards. And we're gonna add that the applicants should include their qualifications in or resumes.
Qualifications, resumes of appropriate personnel, an approach to evaluating this and other municipalities that they may have done work with.
Yeah, I just-
What you just said?
I have,
Oh, you have it.
no, I have a proposal that I just wrote a couple months ago, right?
Right.
And I would send this, I'd ask if I could send this to Sean, right, to use as a model,
Kind of uses a
right? So,
template.
so yeah, the
I think,
implementation.
send it.
And what I was driving at is, it gives you start and date, contractor selection process, and then you get into instructions for submitting qualifications, the approach of implementing the project, resumes of key personnel, and past experience and project description. So if you guys, I'll send this as a model, you can use that as a model that I use all the time.
Yeah, we'll vote on that too. So, okay. Do you have any feedback
No,
before?
I just think it's a long time coming, and, the last sentence, I don't think you read the.
Oh, yeah, all requests for proposal, RFP should be sent electronically by 3 PM no later than August 25th, 2025 to Sean Patterson at townofmarshfield.org. So we're gonna add, so I'm gonna make a motion that we vote on the request for proposal going out,
Yes.
and that Bob send his suggested edits
I'm gonna send,
to Sean and Ken.
Yeah.
and, that they incorporate those into this document.
Well, we gotta see them then.
And then we'll have to see it, so we're gonna have to change the date on this. When's August 25th? Because we'll have to vote on the final version, so,
Maybe it's September 25th.
we could, September?
Yeah, September 25th.
Because I can't, so we,
We don't have
um,
to have a meeting, it's just when they're gonna say the date that, the last date they have to send in their information to what Bob.
So what's your address? Ken Ryan or just K Ryan?
Okay, right.
I have it. So if we keep, so we really can't, if we don't have a final draft on this, so we really can't
That's true.
keep the date that people have to have their proposal in to August 25th, because that's for 2 weeks.
So,
Okay,
well, actually, I could send this now. Sean could finish it up tomorrow, email it to everybody. He's gonna review it and say, okay, it's good to go, and then he can send it out this week.
Wait a minute, we gotta vote on it then.
But you can vote on it by reviewing it when Sean finishes tomorrow or the next day.
Well, how are we gonna vote? We can't vote via
Can't do that.
email.
Okay.
We could have a phone meeting possibly, but
No.
So would it make sense to Bob to send that out, Sean to review it, amend it, submit it back again to the board, and then the next board meeting, the board decides to accept it and vote on it, and then put a date on it.
Yeah, we could have a quick meeting, we could have just one.
I don't have a problem having a quick meeting because I think we need to do it.
I think we need to do it too, and we have before done a phone meeting, as long as it's posted. We don't, if we don't have anything else that we have to do, as long as it's posted correctly, we can do a phone meeting just to approve that RFP. If we didn't need to
What
have
about
a
the
phone
public?
meeting.
The public, you gotta have his own, you gotta have a public meeting. You can't have just have us have a meeting without the public.
Well, we've done that before for contracts that had to be.
You can't do that. We can't have a meeting without the public being here.
When's the next meeting?
It's to be determined. So we could,
Then send it to you.
okay, so we have to decide when we're gonna have a meeting then. I can't do,
Do it the next meeting, what's the rush?
well, the next meeting could be September. I mean, we wanted to get this out, so,
Why rush it? I mean, you know,
all right.
we've been waiting since 2016 on this thing, for Christ's sake.
What's another
It's
few
almost
weeks?
10 years.
You get it?
Right,
Huh? No?
Not yet.
there's no Wi-Fi.
Okay.
You don't have Wi-Fi. All right, so,
No rush, just do it next meeting.
so we're not gonna vote on this one because it's not complete, so we will have a completed RFP with those specific additions by our next meeting to vote on.
And Galvin has to review it, so.
Right, he has to review it too, so we can't vote on this personally.
Fine.
But I'm glad we got something,
Yeah,
right? Glad we got something.
so let's put it together and have it all done for the next meeting.
Right, so we,
Reviewed by Galvin,
Okay.
reviewed by the board, reviewed by the staff. And we've been waiting 10 years to do this.
okay. All right, so there's no vote needed on that.
Okay, fine.
All right, great. Okay, so,
We'll move
Right,
to the
so-
I agree
now-
with John, we
Yeah,
need to make sure it's right because we've been waiting
Yeah.
a long time to get, we need to get it right.
right, you guys have a lot of years, invested in this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so snow budget account to pay for all, bond costs. Okay, so
Well, wait a minute.
we don't have any info.
No, that's mine, hold on,
So you want to explain that, John?
hold on, that's me,
Yeah,
right?
that's you.
Where is that, number 3?
Or it's 4.
Any documents on this?
I don't see anything in here.
Really doesn't matter.
Okay. well, you
No
can explain.
documents, it does matter. All right, so, any plowing in this town, needs to be expended out of the snow budget. What's happening is, during the weekdays and regular time, the enterprise fund employees are plowing the roads and the ratepayers are paying for it. When they go at night, at overtime, it goes to the snow budget. So I just wanna make it clear that the enterprise employees, when they plow the roads, it comes out of the snow budget and not our enterprise budget for each individual enterprise account. That's why I brought this up, that, on the 2021 up-to-date manual for enterprise accounts, they have an FAQ. Can the legislative body vote to use enterprise funds for purposes not related to the enterprise? No. The enterprise enabling statute provides that the enterprise revenues may only be used for enterprise-related expenses. End of story. So, and when it snows, it comes out of the snow budget. That's what it has to happen.
Now, you got the guys, say the enterprise.
Don't go to the pump stations, please. Gee.
I would like to hear his
I
explanation.
know.
I mean, they're getting paid through the enterprise account for their regular day. So why would we double pay? If we're paying them out of snow, they're still getting paid out of their,
Then you
account.
need to change that.
How do you change that? I
Easy,
mean, you can't
easy.
change, how do you change
What are you
it?
talking about?
They're all
So
there
rather than
paying.
arguing about this,
I'm
I'd
not
like a
arguing.
clear explanation. So,
You can't
so
do it.
I understand what you're saying. So, start with the beginning. What employees working for which enterprise are plowing the roads?
You got your water, your sewer, your solid waste,
So you have employees from,
all.
that work
of
for
the
all
departments.
3 enterprise
Yes.
accounts. They're all running plows during
Yes.
storms.
And with ratepayers,
And then-
Even during regular time.
And they get, their entire salary is paid for through the enterprise account, because that's,
Until it goes to overtime. Then it goes on snow and
absolutely
ice.
ridiculous,
so,
illegal.
so the charge that's coming out of the enterprise accounts is the salary
Just their
for the
days
employee.
while they're working 7 to 3.
It's not gas or maintenance on the vehicles, or salt, or sand, right? It's just the salary for the employee?
For the plowing, yes.
It's, so it's their regular hourly rate for the employee that works for water.
Between 7 and 3, yes, regular hourly rate.
And they get an hourly rate because they work for that. Their hourly rate's based on the fact that they work for the water enterprise, that's their position.
Yep.
So whatever
And then
job they have to do,
Right.
I wanna finish my question. So whatever job they have to do for the water enterprise account,
Mhm.
they get paid all the time through that account because that's their designated position.
Yes,
Okay, so they do more than just stuff for the water department? Because, like, how does that work?
just like I said, they work the regular shift. If we get a storm during the day, they're plowing regular snow. Okay? Then between 7 and 3. Then when it comes after 3 o'clock, they go into snow and ice budget.
Why
That's
don't
where
they
they
do that during
overtime.
the day?
What's that?
Why does it go snow budget during the day?
I don't know if you can do that.
Is there a way to
It's-
reimburse the enterprise accounts from the snow budget? Or- I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
They're paid their salary through
Right.
that enterprise because that's their position.
That's it.
Their position is
Correct.
whatever their title is under the water department. So, like, give me an example of a title of an employee for the water department, like,
Mechanic,
okay.
water
So,
mechanic,
so say they're a mechanic for the water department.
right,
That's their job.
yes,
They get paid for by the water department,
yes.
which is a water enterprise.
Yeah.
And then if they're needed to do snow plowing, they have the ability to do it.
They get in their truck, they were signed, and go out and plow snow.
So,
Now, just gonna interrupt you now.
yeah, no, I
Say we have a
understand.
storm, now they get a water main break. They're all going to the water main break, they're all done
Of
plowing
course.
snow.
Right, they're not
So
gonna
now
plow
I'm
snow.
losing all them trucks. So now we're gonna pick up the rest, between the other, like the sewer department or the transfer.
Right, somebody has to drive the truck to plow,
Somebody
so
has to
somebody's
come
gonna be jumping in.
And take over their routes.
I understand why like, how is it that, I don't actually see how you change that.
No, I
I
can't see
do.
how you could
How?
change it
I
either.
do, I'll contact DOR, I'll straighten this thing out. How do you pay for the employees when it goes overtime at night? How does that happen?
Snow and ice,
Snow and ice.
snow and ice.
So the enterprise fund employee
It's
is,
getting paid, it's
it's
not
get-
coming out of the enterprise account,
Right,
it's
it's-
coming out of the snow and
right,
ice.
so however you're doing that, and through the mechanics of the staff,
Yeah,
you just do it for the daytime.
They have are they all,
You just do it for the daytime.
union, are they union?
yeah, it's all union.
So they're union employees, do they have to get paid the way the union
No.
contract? So,
Yeah, get paid
how
on
does
an
that-
hourly basis.
right, but how does that work with the union? Like,
You're losing me, go ahead.
I know, so, because I don't really understand how the unions work, but they have a contract, they have to get paid from 7 to 3,
Yes,
X amount of dollars an
Right.
hour,
right,
according to their contract, as a water department employee.
yeah.
That's,
The
that's
advisor
through the,
town.
yeah, that's negotiated through the union and the town, okay. So if you were to, if there was some way to change that during snow plowing time, for it to come out of the snow plow budget, how would the union, would the union be like, oh yeah, that's a violation, you can't do that? They have to get paid the way according to their contract?
Well, you figure they appropriate X amount of dollars of their salary, even though it's enterprise account. They're working their straight 8 hours on a salary, not snow and ice, just like on a salary for the enterprise account.
That's, yeah, and their,
That's in the contract, there's.
that's in their union contract,
Right.
okay.
I know what the
They're hourly
answer is,
paid-
Diane.
they're hourly
Keep
workers.
this up.
I'm trying to understand this.
I know you are, but I am saying to you, it's illegal what they're doing, you cannot do that. It has to come out of the snow budget. I'll go to DOR and come back to ask
So-
the next meeting.
Okay, Bob has a question.
We're doing, we need cost center budget, cost center accounting. So basically, the cost center during a snowstorm is the snow and ice budget. So if someone is being pulled off of the enterprise cost center and go on to the snow and ice budget, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what time of day it is. They should, the water, and I agree with John, the water, sewer, and trash enterprise should not be penalized by paying for snow and ice when it should be coming out of the snow and ice budget.
Yeah.
It's basically, it's an accounting function, to deal with it. And that, but if the accounting can't deal with it, then they should modify it.
Yeah.
Am I right, John?
I brought it up in 20,
I know.
I understand what you're both saying, I do.
I understand, well, let me
Yeah.
finish.
Go ahead.
I brought this up in 2021, and I thought it was all taken care of in 2021. But now it's a trust and verify, because it's not gonna, the enterprise ratepayers, the ratepayers are not gonna pay for snowplow in the story. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
So,
I'm gonna let me just throw this out.
Okay,
Where does that money go? Now we're not on enterprise salary. Now we're on snow and ice. What about that, where's that salary money going?
Bobby just told you.
I just tell you, it's basically like, lawyers do it, accountants do it. You basically, you put your timesheet at the end of the month, end of the week. I did Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, on water department.
Yes,
And Friday I was on snow, so that the person who does the payroll say, okay, fine, this person was on payroll from this time to this time, and charge the snow and ice, and the rest of it goes to water supply, or wastewater, thing, it's cost timesheets. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're not set up with that, it's like everyone gets paid regardless of, because it goes, when you look at payroll, you got, if someone takes a vacation day or a sick day, same thing, it gets charged.
They are paid hourly on a contract, right?
Yeah.
So it's not a salary position.
Well,
A salary position is they're paid,
no.
you know, you're
that's
paid
how-
X amount of dollars a
that's
week, you work
hourly
40
rate,
hours or
yes.
65, you get
Yes.
paid the same amount of money. They're hourly.
No.
They get
40
paid,
hours.
right, but they get,
After 40 hours, it goes to time and a half.
right, but they don't,
But
so it's, so I'll just ask that again, 'cause I probably didn't ask it, but, I'm not trying to make this confusing, John, I'm trying to understand it, you guys have, you know,
Well, I mean.
60 years
I'm-
between the two.
I'm with you, but you know, Bob has explained this.
Uh,
Bob has explained this. I have showed here that it can't happen. DOR won't allow this.
Right, but I wanna ask questions and understand this for myself.
It's nothing to do with unions, nothing to do with contracts, it's just, it's an accounting.
I have questions that I'm asking.
payroll.
So, they're paid, they have a union contract.
Mhm.
But the union contract is an hourly wage. Okay. So, they're supposed to work 40 hours, they have to get hourly wage for 40 hours, okay? That's not the same as a salaried employee.
No.
Right. So it is possible to pay their hourly wage out of a different fund when they're working for that, under that other position.
Yes,
That is possible. It is just an accounting.
Yeah,
it's an
It
accounting.
is just a change in the accounting.
right.
Right.
Okay.
So,
So that was my question. It was a simple question. I just needed to get it out.
Diane, if we have somebody that works for the water department, and they're qualified, for the water department, but they're also qualified for wastewater, and we have emergency at the wastewater plant, and the person is qualified, and that person that's in the water can get transferred for the day to help out in the emergency, that person will be paid for under the sewer. It shouldn't be paid out of water, it should be paid out of sewer. Basically, it's all cost accounting. Same thing with trash.
Does that happen though?
But then all John is saying, and I'm saying is if if it goes across the three enterprise funds, you could interchange people, why can't you do it with the general fund and snow and ice?
I agree. So in his example, if somebody from water goes on an emergency, works for wastewater on a sewer, pipe issue, right, or whatever, then they're getting paid for their day of work out of the wastewater enterprise?
I can't answer that.
You don't know.
I can't answer.
They should be. They don't necessarily.
They should be, but.
That's the accountant.
Enterprise.
Right, but you're
account.
not, this is really a question probably for Sharon, right? It's probably a question for Sharon. Or is it a question for you? Do you know?
I do not know, no, I
Yeah,
think it would
this is
be
all accounting
more
stuff.
of a payroll.
Right,
question.
payroll accounting stuff.
I can just say if it's an emergency overtime, solid waste would pay, water department would pay, or enterprise.
Right, but if it's overtime,
If it's over,
right,
it
exactly.
would come out.
But
of
during the
enterprise
regular
account, the
Day,
overtime.
we're not sure how that works. So, yeah, I feel like this is just a complicated payroll accounting thing that hasn't been done, that should be done.
That should be done. I agree.
Yeah, it should be done. I was trying to understand.
Yeah, no, that should be done, and it can be done
I thought it was John, I'm not sure.
for the snow.
For the snow and ice last year, I thought when we had water department, we took it out of different things.
Yeah, well, it should,
I think. I'm
because
not
snow
sure.
can deficit spend, so
Yes.
it's.
So it makes sense to pay them out of the snow and ice budget, because that's gonna be matched, if it goes up higher, it's gonna be matched the next year, and then it's a higher budget, and we don't get stuck with having to go into a deficit, not that, I mean, we can, but it's better not to.
Yeah, you're correct, yeah,
Right.
if you notice what the enterprise.
Right, right.
Yeah, it could go, you could, yeah. So, do we all agree?
So it actually would benefit us to do it that way and put it on snow and ice, what?
I don't want to complicate it.
Yeah. I know, right, it's already
He's already
it's
shaking his
already
head.
complicated.
Go ahead.
You've got the wastewater treatment facility, you got the transfer station. Those guys spend a lot of time cleaning up the wastewater treatment plant and the transfer station when it snows. So
That's
if they
their
doing
job.
snow, or are they doing their job?
Well,
Well, if they're in their job, like if they work for wastewater
Yes.
and they're plowing at the plant,
Yes.
they're working for wastewater because they're at the plant, they're not out on the road.
Right, so is that the distinction you have, John, when you
Or
leave,
if
when you
it's-
leave
yeah.
the gate?
I don't know.
You know, I can, it's an accounting.
That's part of the
And that's-
question,
and
I
that's
get
where
your
I get-
question,
And that's
yeah.
where I get concerned with the complication, because the guy's plowing the road,
Yeah, but it's
like
been,
clay pit.
it's been going on forever. The ratepayers are being screwed forever. They have, they've been paying for snow. They've been.
I'm just trying to think of the
No, but
mechanism to get
I'm
it
trying to
done.
explain to you.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now, we're worried about one employee that might be working at the transfer station and stays there and then goes out plowing for 2 hours and everything else. Why wasn't this brought up years ago? Because the ratepayers have been paying for snow plowing forever. So they're entitled to get on the correct page where it comes out of the snow budget. And if they have to go and fix a leak somewhere or dig up a street, it's an accounting. It's just fill out your form, whatever it takes.
timesheet,
Time
A
sheet.
time sheet, yeah.
timesheet,
So what you're saying, all snow plowing, regardless of where it's done, is coming out, or when, is coming out of the
No, but
snow and ice budget?
no. If it's snow plowing within the facility of the function of the enterprise, it should be paid for by the enterprise. So if a water department is plowing the pump stations, it should be part of the water department. If they're plowing around the landfill, for solid waste, it comes out of the landfill budget. If it's going to wastewater, same thing. It's when it goes on the regular chapter 90 and regular roads, it should go out of the snow and ice budget.
That does get confusing because you have, somebody plowing the pump station. Because they're plowing the roads, they're in that area, they plow the pump station, then they keep plowing down Plymouth Ave. So what do they time their amount of time that they were at the pump station? And charge it to,
And that's why I said.
so sewer, and then the rest of the 4 hours they're on,
This whole thing.
you know?
I didn't mean it.
You know, yeah.
But it's part of, he didn't, no, I don't think he threw a wrench in it, I think it's part of the question, how do you handle that?
But why didn't we do this before?
Well, it didn't get done before, we're trying to do it
2021
now.
I found out about this.
I get it,
All right?
I understand, but I wasn't.
And Reynolds said, oh yeah, it's all taken care of, we'll go snow and ice, yeah, bullshit.
All right, so moving forward, we're trying to figure this out now.
Snow, if it snows, comes out of the snow budget, that's,
I think the cleanest way to do it is to just have all plowing come out of snow and ice,
that's what I just said.
regardless of if they're plowing, if they're a wastewater employee and they're plowing out the plant driveway, how long is that gonna take?
10 minutes.
Then they're gonna go do the road. You know what I mean? So you're gonna charge 10 minutes of their pay for that hour because they plowed the wastewater, like parking lot?
The wastewater guys do Plymouth Ave?
Because.
Yeah.
I mean, it's re-
Okay, I don't know what the route.
they're gonna do that whole, I would think that's what part of the whole thing. Drive-up way, the pier.
They want to clean it out.
Did not know.
Right, you can't figure out, like, they're doing the whole Brent Rock area.
Right.
And they go in and do wastewater, and then they continue on their loop during a storm, right?
Part of what they're doing.
What are they gonna do, time, like, look at their clock, okay, it took me 10 minutes to do wastewater, put that on? Like, that makes no sense, it has to come out of, all out of,
No,
all out of snow and ice, do you agree? There's no way to figure that out.
Because it comes a night accounting time, cost center nightmare if you try to divide it up into incremental, parts of the hour.
Because now you have employees driving plows,
So I-
trying to plow
so
snow
I-
while they're keeping
so
time in their watch of how long
Because
it
of
took
past
them.
practice, I think we should just say, make a policy, all plowing costs, regardless of with enterprise or general we should come out of the snow and ice budget.
I agree, let's do it.
That's
Yeah,
the policy
I
that we
think that
have.
should be.
If the accounting comes back to us saying, oh, I don't think so, that's what it is, it's like, well, yeah, I think it, all plowing, I agree with Joan, all plowing should be out of the snow and ice budget. Because otherwise, you're
Mr.
looking,
Kent is
okay, you're looking to gain, nickels for the quarters, just for the part of wastewater, unless it's on a regular day.
It's gonna kill
I
it.
saw that.
It's gonna-
Let's just vote on that and get
It-
it moved on.
We need to have a discussion with the accountant.
Yeah,
I think we
that's
need,
gonna- that's
we
gonna
need
make
to
the
have-
snow budget go
Yeah,
sky
It
high.
doesn't
That's
matter.
okay.
You can
It shouldn't be on the
definitely
enterprise
spend
fund.
the snow budget. You could drive that snow budget, yeah. twice.
so,
All of a sudden now, we're all worried about the snow budget, yeah.
and you're
Not
concerned
the
about
rate
that, why?
payers, not the rate pays, the snow
You
budget,
think,
yeah, sure.
you're concerned about that, why? Because it's
I'm
gonna
not
look
putting
weird,
snow no
or?
matter what it is. I'm taking care of the roads.
Yeah, no,
My
I-
fire trucks are gonna be out there. I
Right,
don't
right,
care.
right,
Water,
absolutely.
sewer, wastewater, who it is,
I-
I don't care. They're gonna be plowing snow.
I wanna understand your concerns,
Well,
so,
here,
so what's your concern about the snow and ice
It's a
budget
pain
going?
in the ass trying to separate everything.
Okay,
Why are you gonna separate? It's all snow and ice. You
Oh,
haven't separated it before.
I got 14 guys on the water department. Oh, let me see, you played, snow and ice for 6 hours. Oh, now you're back on regular time. How the hell you gonna,
It's time.
it's accounting. All right, I'm done with it.
Okay,
I'm done with it.
all right, we'll set a policy, it comes out.
Set your policy.
so can we get, somebody from payroll or accounting to explain to us how this is gonna get done before we vote to set a policy? So we know what we're voting on? It's like the RFP, we don't know how this is gonna be implemented, so I don't see how we can vote on it without knowing
so
how.
we're gonna do some fact finding.
I agree with you, we all three agree,
Okay.
but we need to understand how it's gonna be
So
implemented.
it's Sharon Studley does,
Okay.
she's our business manager. Have her come in next meeting, explain to us how you're gonna do this.
Right, okay. All right, so we're not gonna vote on that now, we will have, we'll have them come
Additional
in
information.
and get, give us the rundown on how they could implement this, what it would look like.
Well, the issue is that with, Jimmy had just said, that means that the snow and ice budget would go up. Well, that's okay, but why should the enterprise
Great
accounts be charged with something that's really not an enterprise cost? So we need to know, how difficult it is to do cost center, functional accounting.
Yes, we need to know, right, how that will be,
And we'll
okay.
go for the fact finding and we'll determine what it is.
Okay, all right, so we're not gonna vote on that one.
But I agree with John.
Yeah, I agree too, I just wanna know how it can be accomplished, what that's gonna look like for the staff.
And that's very sorry.
So, okay, so now we're on this, I think, John's also you, highway budget, towns, beach, pickup,
weekend.
weekdays, weekends, what's this?
So what I found out is that during the weekdays, it's coming out of highway budget to pick up all these barrels that are throughout the town. And on weekends, it's coming out of the enterprise fund.
So it's the same situation,
And
basically.
it's one employee during the week and 2 employees on the weekends coming out of the ratepayers are paying. So I would like to see all the trash pickup by that small white truck come out of the highway, whether it's 7 days a week, if they pick it up 7 days a week. Take it out of highway, because 5 days a week, you take it out of highway. Why do we change and have it come out of the ratepayers' enterprise accounts on the weekend?
I mean, why would it go,
Why, time and a half, why do we do that?
so why
Doesn't
wouldn't it be
make
the
sense.
other way around, why highway, why wouldn't it be on?
Because it's on general funds versus enterprise funds.
It's for the whole town. We're picking up trash for the
I
whole
know,
town.
I know.
We're not picking it up for the.
Oh, the transfer station, right, yeah, well, that's why, because it's the whole town.
So it's a simple thing, 7 days a week, out of highway. No?
I agree with John.
I wanna know, I think we add this to what we're gonna get an explanation on of how that can be done. Because if we vote
It's
on,
done during the week, I don't know.
Well,
mean-
I agree, but the thing is, it's cost center, functional accounting.
what I don't wanna see, okay, is for us to vote on this stuff,
I didn't ask for it.
and then, well, it's on for action items, you didn't ask it for a vote. All right, what I don't wanna see is for us to vote on these things, and then have the staff not be able to implement it. And then we're, a year from now saying, wait, we voted on that, it was supposed to be done, but it wasn't done. So that's why I want them to come in, or Sharon to come in,
Yeah.
and explain how this can be done before we take a vote on it. Does that make sense? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, so we're gonna ask
Because
for
it's
you.
done 5 days a week coming out of highway. Then I would like to know why are the ratepayers paying for it on the,
Okay,
what's the difference?
Yeah.
Do you know?
okay.
No?
Jimmy, do you know?
Nope.
Well, because they're not payroll or accounting, so we need,
Yeah, but someone's doing it, someone's directing this.
right.
And no one knows.
I feel like it could be, that's the way it was done, and you just do it like so long ago.
The
There's so many
ratepaying-
things,
The
Are done
ratepayers
that
are
way?
paying for everything. The fee is going up, up,
I
up.
understand.
Well, across the whole town, John, most people get trash. Most people get water. Most people pay taxes. It's pretty much the same number. What the disadvantage is only 40% of town is in sewer. So the sewer ratepayers are getting an unfair charge that they shouldn't be. Coming out of the
Enterprise.
enterprise.
Okay,
So we
All
need
right.
that explained by.
so we need that explained too, right? Okay, all right, so we moving on to the next one?
Yeah.
All right, so, playground, resurfacing contracts, this, I think is Matt, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this for you guys, just to give an update on everything.
We
I
should
don't know if you
get
guys got
get this before the meeting.
Thanks.
this. Was so we went on the Massachusetts OSD vendor list for playground surfacing, instead of actually going out to bid, because they have pricing on the list, and it just kind of streamlines the process because we didn't have much time for this stuff. So I went through the whole list. We went and the cheapest vendor was actually Childscapes, was right out in Marshfield. They had the best prices on the list. We reached out to them for a quote. We did Governor Winslow, the rear playground at Daniel Webster, Amesway, and Tower Ave. We picked those four because those really just needed resurfacing. All the equipment's in good shape. So all we needed to do was surfacing, so that was kind of the quickest hits for us to do. So we got a quote for $476,879.76, and that will be coming out of the CPC funding that Sean got for playground resurfacing.
And I saw that they, started the work,
Yes.
right? Okay, so
So they started
where are they at?
They started at Daniel Webster. They got rid of all the wood chips. They piled them up because the school had requested that they keep them because they want to use them at their outdoor
Yeah, the
classroom.
outdoor classroom.
So they have that all stockpiled, and they're in the middle. This week they'll be putting in the sub-base material. They're about halfway done with it when I went by today. And then they're gonna be, I believe they're gonna go over to Governor Winslow next. And they have a subcontractor that comes in to do the actual surfacing, so they're just doing the prep work. Then they're gonna go over to Governor Winslow while the surfacing company comes in and does Daniel Webster.
Who's the surfacing company? Is that on here?
I'm actually not sure. I don't know if it might still be them, but it's just a different crew.
Oh. What color did you go?
We use the same color as what's over at Governor Winslow, black and green.
Okay, so, once those are done, what's the next step?
We're gonna have to identify the other ones and kind of what their needs are, because we need to do, before we do the surfacing, we're gonna need to do
Some equipment,
some equipment.
right, take some out, fix some, add some.
Yeah.
Okay, but these 3 playgrounds don't need any equipment changes.
Yep, exactly. And then we're gonna go in, the town is gonna go in and if there's any ADA access issues, we're gonna do that ourselves.
There was some equipment in Tower Ave that was broken. The resident had talked about that a few times. That was able to be, you guys can fix that, or?
Last time I was there, everything was fine, but I'll have to double check.
Yeah.
It might just be
one
some
piece, I
some-
can't remember
yeah.
what it was, but,
pieces to replace.
right, so Mr. McIsaac had brought that up a couple of times
Yeah.
in meetings, and I can't remember what piece he referred to, but I know he had concerns it was gonna fall on somebody, so, I mean, that was, Sean said, no, it's not gonna fall, so, but anyways, assume that that's gonna be fixed. So
Yeah, I will
you'll look into that,
double check.
right?
Yeah, I'll double check on that to make sure. But yeah, that's where we're at. They're moving along. They need to start so that they could get all the 3 schools done before school starts, and then
Good.
they're gonna go into Tower Up last, because
Right,
that's not
not school, yes. So, yeah, people are gonna be very happy about that. It looks like it went really fast, so very much appreciate your work on it.
Yep. No problem.
Yeah,
What's left?
So we need to evaluate, was Martinson School, and there's another, the front playground at, Daniel Webster had some significant drainage problems, so we didn't want to tackle that one yet. And then South River, I believe that's it. There might be other ones that aren't in school zones that I don't know.
Are we doing Marshfield Hills, by the fire station?
That might be, yeah, I think, was that in the, I don't know if that was in the report or not, that,
I can't recall.
I'm not sure, I don't, because when we were getting
every
started.
playground or play area was in that report
Yeah,
that Andrew did.
yeah, so we had just kind of focused on the schools
Right,
first,
schools were first,
because we wanted to
yes.
try to get them done before school
Mhm.
started, so.
Right,
Yeah.
so we've actually used more than half the money, and we've got 1, 2, 3, possibly 4.
Yeah, but we're gonna go to the CPC again.
Okay. So our next meeting, could you give us a list of what are the deficiencies on the ones that are not in this list? And what the plan is?
And are you and Sean working on a CPC article
At this
for
point,
this fall?
this
So that-
point,
because we won't get the money till next summer?
Has to be in
So
by
that's gonna have to go on
Yeah.
Special.
I'm not sure.
no, wait, it can't,
I don't believe we were thinking this October, but we could go
in the
April.
spring?
Yeah, we could go
So you're doing it in
April.
the spring? Oh,
Yeah,
right,
'cause
and
we
then
can
it comes
use up
in in
the- We
July.
can use up the
Yes.
rest of the
Okay,
budget in the meantime until we get more, and then.
all right, but that's good.
Right, that's what I'm asking for what the what if is going next, because you have to have your CPC request in by a certain deadline.
Yes.
And so that, and then we as a board need to have a discussion on that, so we know what we're moving forward with.
So that was my question, so we're not doing that for this fall town meeting?
I
That'll
don't
be
believe so,
in
no.
the spring again like we did last year?
Right,
Yes.
has to go through the CPA process,
CPC.
CPC process.
But doesn't it have
Yeah.
to be in by September?
Yeah, which I
Yes.
think,
Right,
Of this year,
of this year,
it has to be in.
right, that's why I'm asking for the plan now.
For
yeah, I'm
next
not sure, I think July or August it needed to be in for, it would have needed to be in for this.
We need to put a
upcoming
space,
meeting.
we need to have a
So-
placeholder for the CPC by, so that we can, not for the fall town meeting, for next spring.
Right.
So that we can go through the process, and that way, as long as you have a space, you can pull the package together and present it to them. But at least you have a space holder for that piece, otherwise they won't know that something's coming up.
But that is in your plan, and I'm pretty, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure, and I know Sean had talked to, what's his name, the chair,
Kevin Campbell.
Kevin,
Yes.
and let him know that that's gonna
Yes.
be coming in the future, and he knows to expect.
Yes.
But we as a
Okay.
board need to know that.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
Oh, yeah, and the old ones that were out of compliance and unsafe that were closed down, the highway department got rid of.
oh, you did, oh, thank you. So those are all cleaned out? And then
Before the school starts.
they're gonna decide what to do if they, at some point, wanna put something else there or not?
Yeah.
But that's not our decision.
Which ones were closed out completely?
They're both behind the Alamo,
Yeah.
and Governor Winslow, the one to the right, the old one.
Yeah,
Back into the parking lot.
Yeah.
Right, because people would use them anyways. even
And when we took the material out of there?
Took it out, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those were in the building commissioner's report that they were unsafe
Right.
and needed to be removed, so he sent out an order to remove them.
Okay, so that was done, thank you.
Yes.
Okay,
So I think all the ones that were ordered to remove have been removed.
thank you. Anything else, guys?
And I want it.
Are you gonna make-
All right, I'll make a motion, authorize the execution of contract number 2026-01 to Childscapes of Marshfield, Massachusetts in the amount of $476,879.76 based on their lowest bid listed for the work, and to authorize the chairman or designee to execute the agreement when it has been prepared. Do
Yeah, you gotta say it.
I have a second?
Well, the question I have is,
Oh.
did Sean already authorize this?
Yes, he told me he did.
So then we should make the motion that, to authorize the superintendent to sign for the board.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
it's,
he's up-
okay, so and authorize the superintendent to sign, because his signature is.
To sign for the
To
board.
sign for the board, so,
Yeah, the chair,
yeah, do I have a second?
Give a second.
Okay, all in favor?
Yeah,
Aye.
Well, then maybe they
Thank you.
didn't.
Okay, and by Town of Marshfield Stormwater bylaw and regulation updates, okay, that's number 7.
They spread.
Okay, so who's doing this?
That is me as well.
Oh, good. Okay,
So we have a MS4 permit with the EPA that we have to submit annually. We have to submit annual reports for. So in fiscal year '25, the annual report, there was additional permitting requirements that the EPA
I like it.
put into the annual report. And it was to include post-construction stormwater control ordinance. This was in an attempt to reduce flooding and impacts to waterways, protect waterways from pollution, and address development and redevelopment projects. So that section of our report we couldn't fill out because we hadn't updated our bylaws. So they reached out to us and said that we weren't in compliance with the MS4 permit. And we had to
What's your,
update our bylaws. So we went and we got time bond,
God,
which has been approved through you guys to start drafting up stormwater bylaws. And we have a final draft of these updated bylaws. I just wanted to kind of go through the changes to them.
do we have any
Um,
copy on this? 'Cause we like to read
Yeah.
along. It's easier for me to understand if I'm reading
Yeah.
as well as listening.
This one we just got today.
Oh, great, thanks.
we can do the,
Why don't we get this beforehand?
We didn't have the updates to the bylaws until this morning. Unfortunately, we were kind of in a crunch to get this get this in and approved and onto, special town meeting.
Can you highlight what changes were made?
So under section B, I go over what the major changes are.
Okay.
So the first one is that we're introducing new
Wait,
objectives.
Time out. You say section B. Section B
Um,
means nothing.
in-
It's
in-
article, which
Memo,
article?
front page.
In the memo.
In the memo.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
memo, section B of the
Bylaw
memo, I go over the changes to our bylaws. It includes two new objectives of the bylaws.
Okay.
One is to establish minimum construction and post-construction stormwater management standards and design criteria for the regulation and control of stormwater runoff quantity and quality. And the second is establish provisions for the long-term responsibility for and maintenance of structural stormwater control facilities and non-structural stormwater BMPs to ensure that they continue to function as designed and pose no threat to public safety. So these were the two objectives basically that we weren't in compliance with.
What
These
were
are-
we doing in those instances that,
we would, I mean, they would, what would happen is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ken, we would approve of a site plan, and if it connected into our storm system, and we approved of it, then it was just kind of on us to make sure that there was no pollution and that it was being cleaned out.
okay,
But that's kind of not sustainable. So that's why that's why EPA added this requirement in.
okay.
So, on the back part of this,
I'm gonna help.
1A is where on under Article 1, Article B. Which item is that?
So 1A and 1B are added to the objective, so they're 246-1B, 5 and 6.
5 and 6?
Yeah, so all the other objectives, 1 through 7, were objectives of our bylaw already, and we're adding in 5 and 6.
5 and 6 is the ads. Okay.
Yes, those are the two that are required, the new requirements of the EPA.
Okay.
Okay, and then, okay,
And then in addition to those, we added in Articles 2 and 3,
okay, let's look.
which are discharges to the MS4 system and stormwater management and land disturbance.
I'd like to know what pages these are on.
I think it's gonna be.
On the bottom, right, what page are you? Yeah.
You know, that's.
The-
It says,
So if you go to the table of contents, Article 2 and.
yeah, there's a pages here listed, here, right here. What page are you on?
Can I have it? It's, yeah.
Or,
I'm on the front right now, but,
yeah, I haven't made that far.
Yeah, Article 2, discharges to MSA,
Yeah, that's on page 11.
it's on page 11.
So basically everything after that, so from 11 to 17, that has been added into our bylaws to satisfy the EPA's
So
additional
you're
requirements.
adding section 24610, 24611, 24612, 12.
Yeah,
So the
and
whole
Article
thing
3.
is all new, this is all new. Article 2
All
is
of
all new.
Article 2 and all of Article 3 are all new to meet the requirements of the EPA.
What was there before? Nothing?
Nothing.
So this is pretty much a new bylaw altogether. This is all, Article
yeah,
3 is
the-
all new also.
Yeah, Article 2 and 3 are all new. Everything before that, besides those two new objectives, all that other stuff was.
So basically, we
Our-
were lighting our loafers.
Oh, you better,
We didn't have enforcement, on this, that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why we were flagged
No, I
to be
get
out
it,
of
yeah, I
compliance.
get it.
this is yours. This is yours.
I was just trying to be funny about it. Sorry. In court of law, would say, you didn't have a leg to stand on.
Because this is added to our existing bylaw,
Yeah,
so,
so basically everything before Article 2 is our existing bylaw
Right.
besides the addition of the 2 new objectives.
right, so just as a matter of
Band it out.
course, because I recently found this out, that when we add to the existing bylaw, it's gonna be applicable to anything that's already there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just projects going forward. It applies to everything.
So all these
So if any
definitions
of these
are,
things, if any of these things have been violations to this point that haven't been addressed, they would be addressed now. There's no grandfathering in of being exempt from these
Yeah.
violations. That's what I'm saying.
that could be disputed.
No, that's for real. That came from Galvin's day.
Okay, fine.
And you can dispute anything, but that's what he told me, so.
So all these definitions, are all these definitions new also?
There have been some additions to the definitions.
Okay, which ones?
There's just some that have been added that weren't already in our bylaws.
The majority of the definitions were in the existing bylaws.
Yeah.
In fact, the definitions were almost the longest section of the entire bylaw.
Yeah, it took us quite a while to go through. But
I just wanted to have a, it'd be nice to have a red line strikeout version so we could actually see
Yeah.
what was the change.
I mean, but our bylaws they weren't really changed as much as we just added those 2 sections at the end. So every change or addition that's been made, I wrote out in the bylaw modifications on the memo in section B. So everything that has been changed is outlined there, and everything else was already there.
So we go to town meeting. Are we going to have, since we don't have to vote on the current bylaw, we just need to vote on the changes of the bylaw. So we should have a red line strikeout version of what the new pieces are to the current
It's not a
bylaw.
strikeout, it's an add-in.
No, we're gonna add in, but the place they should have, it's,
It should be highlighted,
It
not
should be
striked, not striked out.
what, no, I'm saying, it's right, it's red lined. What is new? So you have the current one and show what each item is that's adding to it. Because otherwise, at first glance, you say, oh, this is all new. It's like, no, it's not all new. It's being modified so that we can do better enforcement.
Yeah, so when this gets submitted for town meeting,
And then you put your,
then it should, all the new sections should be highlighted. Because it will make it easier for people to understand.
Yeah, and there may be some strikeouts, because when we read through it, there were some things that weren't appropriate.
Okay,
So,
right,
yeah.
so then that too.
Yep.
So are strikeouts on this? We didn't get strikeouts on this,
Right.
We
He's
need-
here.
We need the red line strikeout.
we didn't need that, okay. So, we just got in this memo additions, we didn't get strikeouts.
No, we got the whole thing. This is the final product.
No, but we didn't get,
Yeah,
you were
well,
not showing us
second time.
where you striked anything.
Yeah, no, it's the final draft that we got from Time Bond is attached to the back, and then I just wrote in what we're adding.
Right, so we need the red line strikeout version.
I didn't mean to, disagree with you, I didn't realize there was anything striked out of it.
No, well, that's the thing, but he just said there
It
was
was
something
just,
struck on it.
no, Ken just
there-
said, right,
Yeah, there might be
So-
a couple definitions that weren't applicable that we got rid of because
okay.
they
just
didn't even, they weren't mentioned in the bylaw at all, so that's
Okay.
kind of.
My point is, we're asking town meeting to
Yes. Yep.
agree with the new modified bylaw. We need to be truth in lending. What are you adding, what are you deleting, and what are you modifying, so that the voter can say, I don't agree with this, but the thing is,
Yeah.
at least it goes on the public record that, we did our job, and we as a board need to look at that also.
Are we voting on this?
Do we have to vote on this?
No.
It's under action items.
I think we should
I mean,
maybe,
it's gonna go on town meeting, so I think
Yeah, I didn't think.
we don't need to vote on it now. We
We
could
can vote on
we
it
could vote on it
before,
before town meeting.
before town meeting.
yeah, we can vote on it before
This is
town meeting,
a
but I'd
lot
like
to
to see it.
process right now. Do we have to, do you need to do something?
Well, no, we need to send it to Galvin for review. We're working with, town planner Greg,
Right,
because he has to do some updates
Mhm.
as well.
right. So you're just updating us on this. I appreciate that.
So,
Yeah.
so do due diligence and get town.
Yeah, I mean,
council.
we were gonna, when we go to submit, you know, outline, you know, like you said, red line additions and stuff, but I didn't think that it needed to be completely final today.
No.
Because we got it this morning. So-
Yeah, no,
It's a lot to process right
It
now,
is.
you know?
right, so before town meeting, when we have the final version of everything is when we'll vote on it.
Okay,
Okay, but thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Call it 5-minute break, I need it,
Okay, so, we need a 5-minute break. Do I have a second?
second,
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Reopen the meeting?
second.
All in favor?
right.
Okay. All right, so we're on, what are we on? Landfill environmental monitoring. Is it you?
Yes,
Thank you. Okay.
didn't know if you were calling.
It's you.
Okay, so this is an annual thing that we have. So it's the landfill environmental monitoring. Under A, I have the scope of work. They do twice a year groundwater and surface water sampling and analysis. They do quarterly soil gas monitoring and annual report inspecting the cap of the landfill. They do transfer station monitoring inspections twice a year, provide engineering assistance if we need something, and then annual catch basin street sweepings management. So the total on their proposal that they gave us for this year was $53,100. Funding sources, we have in landfill monitoring, 56,916, and inspections, we have 6,000, so it's 62,000, so we have enough money in our budget to cover this. Staff recommendations, we've had Weston and Sampson doing this for a long time. They designed the final closure, built the transfer station, they've formed these monitoring services for years and years. Last year, they had absolutely no increase on the environmental monitoring budget. This year, it's a 2.5% increase, which I think is very reasonable.
Mhm.
So recommendation would be to extend this for 1 year for the landfill monitoring with Weston and Sampson.
Got no glasses.
She did.
What?
I think I left
it's
just
right
right there.
Sorry.
Okay.
I love it, I.
Questions, anybody?
In the play.
I'm good.
Questions from the audience?
You have a question about this?
Well, I have a comment that I
Name and
mentioned
address.
this to Ken. Dave Carey, 30 Rutland Road. Back during my tenure as superintendent, we had an issue where a new DEP person wanted us to rejuvenate all of the construction monitoring wells. And as it turned out, this is still Weston and Sampson?
Yes.
Okay. No, they had not been writing trendings of all the reports they'd done. I actually did it on my own as the superintendent and was able to show that all of these samples were constantly decreasing. And we did that in a letter to the DEP and it made that guy go away. And I had Paul Tomkovich, when the contract came up, add that Weston and Sampson was supposed to be maintaining the trendings in a similar manner so that if that question ever came up again, it could be done. Do you know if that is included or not, Ken?
They give us all the historic data. They actually add on each time.
They haven't keeping like a spreadsheet and a
Yes,
plot.
so it has the
Okay.
history.
That was the only question I had. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. Okay,
Okay,
I'm
so,
all right.
all right, so make a motion. You don't have anything, Bob?
Nope, I'm
Okay.
good with it.
Make a motion to execute contract 2026-14 for landfill environmental monitoring with Weston and Sampson, Inc. for a period of 1 year, not to exceed $53,100, and to authorize the chair or designated person to execute the contract documents when they have been prepared.
Second.
Do I have a second? Oh, I did, you did. All in favor?
I,
Aye. Okay. Great, perfect. On to the next one. All right, we have, household hazardous waste day Clean Harbors Agreement.
So, for, for this one, as you recall, last year, we had this outdoor recycling cooperative come in,
Yeah.
and we
Yes.
decided that we were gonna join the cooperative.
Yes.
So one of the things that they do is that they go out to bid on things like this, the hazardous waste collection. So we had, and the idea there is there's 18 communities in their coalition versus, just Marshfield by itself. And what it also does, it gives Marshfield citizens the opportunity to go to other hazardous waste days that are held in other communities.
Right.
And we've seen that they send us bills when people come. So we've seen that people are utilizing those services. So this is an annual thing, and it is for personnel, material, and vehicles to collect, remove, and properly dispose of household hazardous waste collected at an annual event, which we always do on the third Saturday in September. So this year it would be September 20th, 2025. Again, we had South Shore Recycling Cooperative. They went out, they did bids, they obtained 2 quotes from state-listed parties. It was Clean Harbors and it was Trident, who we've used in the past and had good luck with. But I think we had good luck with Trident because they didn't update their costs, so their costs were much lower and worked for us, but this was an opportunity to change their costs, and now they were not the low bidder.
Okay,
Our budget is $62,000 for hazardous waste. Last year, we spent about $32,000, including the hazardous waste day. Again, the pricing for this is based on a unit price. So in the back there's a table, and it shows all the different things that people can bring in and how it all costs out. But basically, they look at the car, they look at what the people have in there, and then we get billed appropriately. So, again, our recommendation for the past few years, we've used Trident. They did a great job. We had no issues with them. However, this year their quote came in. At the time I wrote this, they weren't providing us a quote because they didn't give the state a quote, but they did. I circled back with South Shore, and they did actually get a quote, but the quote was higher, substantially higher than Clean Harbors. So, again, we used Clean Harbors before we used Trident. We've
Right.
had great luck with them, have no issues with them. So our recommendation now is that we tag on to this contract that South Shore did, and that we use Clean Harbors for this year's event.
question.
Yes, sir.
What do you do with gasoline?
With gasoline, let's see, is that on their list of things?
No,
Uh,
I did my Evelyn Wood Street reading piece, and I saw under liquid volumes, based on volumes per container, which hold any quantity of hazardous liquid except for gasoline. So the question is, what do we do with gasoline?
I think we kick the gasoline back. I'm not sure that we actually accept.
Where do you, well, the thing, what, from a town's perspective, what do we do with the gasoline?
Be a bad thing.
We're,
so like
We're-
old
we're-
gasoline,
yeah,
they can't throw it in your lawnmower?
we're a marine community. People have boat owners and have, we provide
The oil,
oil stuff,
right?
Yeah, we do
but
the oil.
but we don't, what do we do with old gasoline?
Put it in your car.
Put it in your lawnmower? I don't know, like, do people, can't you use it
Put some
in
new gas,
something?
mix some new gas with it, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah,
Not
I mean, you
necessarily.
can- lawnmowers and stuff like that, right?
Sometimes with ethanol that's in there, it's.
No? Oh, I don't know, I've never.
This is a decision, I'm bringing the question up
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
You got some
because you don't want gasoline on the ground, and you don't want,
It's okay.
the reason why I brought it up is, I'm gonna bring a reason why. I was at the landfill, and there was a person that was in front of me that had a lawnmower they wanted to get rid of. had gasoline in it. So Diane they said, go out and get rid of the gasoline and then come back. Well, drove outside the gasoline, went over to Sylvester Ray's, the shop there, pulled on the side, dumped the lawnmower over.
You watched this whole thing?
I did. Watched the whole thing. I said, I can't believe this. And then drove it back to get rid of the lawnmower. And then I'm looking, so I know that's in the back of my mind. And I'm saying to myself, okay, there's no place to get rid of, you can get rid of turpentine, paint thinner, wood preservatives, solvents. What do you do with gasoline?
Does that fall under flammable liquids and aerosols?
If it does, then,
It's certainly flammable liquid.
It's flammable.
I think
where
that's,
is that?
it's on the
Yeah, it's it.
column on the left.
There has to be, it has to be included
Yeah,
somehow. I mean, it is a hazardous waste, like, well, they. just not
Flammable
gonna
liquids
ignore
and
it.
aerosols, does that include gasoline?
It
I
must.
believe it does.
Okay, fine.
'Cause I know-
Because on the first page, it says liquid volumes except gasoline.
Oh.
And if it's a liquid, and it's on the back page, what do you do with gasoline?
Explosives is unacceptable.
Well, it says, except for gasoline, which shall be based on the actual volume of liquid.
Pressurized gas cylinders accepted separately at some events.
No,
And explosives
So
is-
basically, if someone comes in with 5 gallons of gasoline, we're gonna get paid to get rid of the gallon of gasoline per gallon.
so liquid volumes are based on the volume of each container. So if you had a gallon in a 5-gallon, you would pay for a 5-gallon container, except for gasoline, which is based on the actual volume of the liquid. So if it was only a
So
gallon.
1 to 3 gallons of liquid is $23.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
All right.
small load, yes.
Okay,
I thought I'd just bring it up as a
so that,
question I asked.
good question. Do you have any questions?
No, I'm all right.
So I don't recuse myself from this vote because I have a conflict with my business.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion to accept this proposal.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, on to the next.
Just one question.
Go ahead.
Do they have the other time, the other dates for different towns that are running this is similar?
Yeah, so the South Shore has their own
Yeah.
website where they have links to all
So-
of them.
Do we put that on our website?
I've seen it posted on the different
Well, they-
pages when they have it,
When
like
they-
South Shore will post thing and then you can go, like there's a link you can go on and it gives you like all the dates and stuff.
At the town's website
But
or?
I think, John, you're asking if we have the links to theirs. I know they have the links to ours. I'd have to check on that.
Well,
I'm
I,
just curious.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because, if you want to go to a different town, you miss
Right.
this one.
Yeah.
Where would you find it? I don't know.
I have seen it posted, so I've seen South Shore, was such a collaborative, what's it called again?
Cooperative.
Cooperative. Right, so I've seen them post, on our page, I believe, and then it was on the town pages, when they had an event coming up, and then it says, to find the other events, and there's a website link, like you can
Yeah, but let me
go
around
on
and
and they have the whole list.
Yeah, okay, that's good, yeah. All right, Ken, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay,
So,
thanks. Okay, ball fields, construction, engineer.
So as,
Thanks.
I don't know that you know this. So if you recall at the last town meeting, they were trying to get money out of the community preservation funds.
Yep.
For the ball fields,
Mhm.
and it was 1.27 million.
Right.
I don't know if you recall, but there was a gentleman who stood up who gave the presentation. He was their engineer.
Yep.
So that group, they had the ball fields group, the ball fields revitalization committee.
Yes.
They had actually kind of done all the work to kind of get this ball rolling, so to speak. No pun intended. And So they don't, but they're a committee, they don't really have authority in the town to actually contract with anybody.
Yeah.
So we kind of stepped up and said, look, we do contracts all the time, we can at least help you out with the contracts for this work. So the first one here is for the engineer, so they had already kind of reached agreement with the engineer, but quite frankly, Matt and I have been working with them, they're doing a great job. We think they did a great job at the town meeting, they've done a great job with the design, they helped out with the bidding and everything else. So the company is Activists from Dedham, Mass. We're concerned that the 1.27 million, and I'll get to it next, when we look at the contractor selection, the contractor is using up most of that money, so we were gonna run out of money. Sean says that we have other accounts where we have money, and particularly in this Article 4 of the 2024, the annual town meeting in April of 24, Article 17, we had 136,000 that was authorized for ball fields and playgrounds work. So we still have that money available. We have not spent that yet. So our proposal at this point in time is to use that money to pay the 88,000, which is in the activists engineers agreement.
So that chunk of money
Yes.
was mentioned as part of the money that Sean said we had that we could use for Tower Ave Field.
There's also another account.
Okay.
There's two
And then,
accounts.
okay,
yes,
there's two.
Which total like, I think it's over $200,000.
Right, we thought it was like around 3 or 2 or
Yeah,
something.
it's considerable.
Okay, so you're talking about one of those
Yes.
accounts,
Yes.
okay?
So
I
recommendation.
just don't wanna get, like, it would be difficult if he said that publicly quite a few times and then we're like, oh yeah, I won't have that anymore, you know?
So our recommendation based upon working with these people is that we go ahead and issue them a contract. They've done a bunch of work without getting paid yet.
How much is this contract?
$88,780.
I see it, okay, so I'm all right with this.
Do you have any questions, Paul?
I have a question on, when they do the design of this, they're doing under drains.
Yes.
How are we treating the under drains, water, because it goes into our water supply?
It goes into the existing system that they have, where they've got some, what do you call those? It's almost like a rain garden
Yeah,
exterior to the ball fields.
Does
Yes.
it go into the ground?
It will
It will.
eventually.
well, it's all perforated pipes, right?
Yeah, it's perforated pipes, and
Yeah,
then there's a stone
so,
filled trench, perforated pipes that then drain out to the exterior of the fields, where there's a, like, rain garden with another, like a beehive outlet overflow structure that then runs off.
So basically, whatever goes on in the field, as far as fertilizer and pesticides
They
and all
can't
that
use
stuff,
pesticides.
will go into our water supply. I'm just concerned
Yes.
about that aspect.
Right. We had this conversation a couple of times,
Yeah.
so you can't use pesticides on the fields, is what we were told. Like, unless they're, I don't know, I guess you can't use
Yeah, you gotta be
like
careful.
chemical
Yeah.
pesticides.
So I'm
on the
just
fields.
concerned about.
That was already a,
That's all I'm concerned about.
right,
Is I
Yeah.
agree with the project and know what it has to do. If they're gonna start using, because I mean, their focus is, the grass needs to be look perfect. They start putting Chemlon on it and everything else.
we can't do,
We
you can't
deal-
do that there.
I understand that.
Okay.
I'm just being concerned, because you got Jimmy here who deals with ball fields. I'm saying it publicly, that our concern as a board of water purveyors, we're concerned more about the water supply than green grass. And if that gets paved, then we'll have to put then we'll have to do some kind of carbon filter to treat it. And that's
What do you
because that
use?
becomes expensive.
Yes.
For fertilizer on the fields there.
That, Paul Sylvester does that, so I don't know exactly what he uses.
Okay, but there are restrictions that you can't do.
Yeah, he knows that.
Right, and then when we talked about it before, Sean said about those filters, that those are getting checked, like cleaned out and checked at intervals, though they will be.
Yeah, and the good thing is that it is sod that they're putting down, so that's already established, so it's not like, I agree, there's a lot more chemicals that go into establishing new turf versus putting down the sod, so that'll be,
Yeah.
that'll be helpful too.
So it would be
Anything
more,
else?
it would be
Thank
more
you for that.
what we're doing.
Well, I mean, bottom line is like, pet plus two, weed killer,
They want to drink.
it used to be Agent Orange. We don't need that in our drinking water.
We can just use Epsom salt vinegar and
I'm gonna get,
That's all I'm concerned about, is they say, the grass guys are different than water supply guys, and we need to make sure that we as this person right here, as a water commissioner, is very concerned about, what goes in. It doesn't matter how far away it is, it still gets there over time, because it's large grain size sand, and there's no organic matter to be targeted.
I will mention it specifically to this engineer.
Okay, good, so thank you.
Any other questions?
No, I'm,
All right, so motion is to award the ball fields upgrade engineering agreement, contract number 2026-04 to Activitas Activitas of Dedham, Mass. for $88,780, and to authorize the chair designated person to execute the contract documents when they are prepared. Have a second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Put it in a,
Okay, construction contractor. That's the other part, ball fields construction contractor. Activitas, right?
Probably. I think that's one of mine.
that story is part of.
Yes, I have it here. Okay. Give it back. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
So this is, again, working with the Ball Fields Revitalization Committee. It's the same story. Again, they don't have the authority to actually execute a contract, so we said we'd help them with doing that. With Activitas, they went out to bid. They had 3 contractors respond to the bid in July. MJ Cataldo, RAD Sports, and Northeast Sports Field and Rec. The next page is the actual prices that they bid. There was a base bid and a number of alternatives. There were 4 alternatives. Again, we had limited funds. We only had 1.27 million. So we looked at the lowest bid, which was Northeast. Using their 1,185,806, there was actually room to then go down the list and look at their first bid alternative, which was another $6,100. So if you look at the first bid alternative, they were at 1.191 million versus 1.3 million and 1.23 million. So they were, I know that light gray is hard to read, but they were the obvious low bidder. And they're a Marshfield company, so we feel good about that.
How is their alternative number 1 bid so much lower?
I know.
That's crazy.
We
$40,000 lower? How does that make any sense at all?
We questioned them extensively on that particular item because we thought the same thing.
Right,
And in fact, they said they questioned their estimator because they looked at it and said.
right, did somebody let
"Is
me a
something-"
typo and forget a 4 or 3?
But they assured us that they were carrying all the costs, that at the end of the day, it was only the concrete, like the formwork, everything else they said was already included elsewhere in their bid, and it was just the material cost of extra concrete. So they felt assured of it.
I have a question on the alternatives and funding.
Children, or whatever.
My question is that the group said that they were going to do fundraising on some of this at town meeting. Didn't they say that they were asking for money, but they were also going to do a fundraise to try to make up additional money? How, is there additional funds that we could actually award the alternate 2, 3, 4 from their funding through this mechanism?
Not today.
Not today, but I mean, as the project goes on.
Potentially, but the next bid alternative is $100,000, so.
Right.
There was some talk about, will you hold some of your prices if we do end up getting some more money?
Yeah.
And the contractor said, yes, they'd be willing to do that.
Okay.
So I think there may be some negotiation moving forward, but for now, we're looking for authorization for just the alternative 1.
Where are we on the total price of the whole thing? Is it still under the award?
So that's why we pulled out the 88,000.
Right.
If you looked at the 1.191, it's like 78,000 below the 1.27.
Okay,
That was 88,000, so we would have just tripped over.
okay,
So pulled that aside, so we're still at the 88,000. Then the next one is like $10,000 worth of fencing.
Oh.
So it's still under that.
Mm.
What they're saying is they're gonna go back because they heard at the last town meeting that why didn't you put lights in? Why didn't you ask for lights? So there's conduits being installed, but no lights.
Okay.
So they're gonna go back.
they'll be back
They're definitely gonna be back.
in the
yeah.
fall or in the spring?
Spring.
Oh, in the spring. Wait,
Yes.
because can you not do that in the fall? I don't know
You can't do it.
Can't-
No,
can't do it in fall
No,
for
they're gonna have to put another application in
Yes.
to the CPC for
Good.
the alternatives that are not being in this, plus the lights.
how. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, these bids are all over the place.
Under the grant.
The
Yeah.
difference in it's
The
crazy.
bid alternatives
I've
especially.
never
were-
seen like such a big,
Yeah,
like jump in numbers, crazy.
And you can't cherry pick the alternatives. You
You
have to
Like-
go in sections.
So
You have to go down the
14,000,
line.
12,000, 2,000? It's crazy.
well, I think
Crazy.
the bid alternative 2 was the one that really caught my eye. Because you're looking at 88 and 100, which are pretty close, and then you get
And
36.
36?
So, but
Somebody's not doing their math right.
it's always difficult to tell with contractors because they carry costs in places that you don't think they might.
Right. Huh. Okay. All right, question? Anybody?
No.
Any more? Okay, what's the motion?
On the back of the first page.
All right, motion is to award the Battlefields Upgrade Agreement Contract Number 2026-04A to Northeast Sports Field and Recreation of Marshfield, Mass. for $1,191,906 to authorize the chair or designated person to execute the contract documents when they have been prepared. Second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
This is kind of the same line item because it is the contractor for the ball fields. It's just, again, we pulled out fencing. It was more of an issue of timing and trying to get a local guy to go in there. So the committee had sought bids. They went out to 3 companies, ABS from Wareham, Chipman Family Fence in Marshfield, and East Coast in Kingston. The 3 bids were 13,000, 22,000, and just under 11,000. Oops. And, so the funding, again, we still have that, like I said, and we had 80,000 left over, so we were looking to take 10,000 out of that, so it would still be out of the 1.27.
Yep.
So we recommend we go with a low bidder at $10,926.
Okay, questions, guys?
Good.
All right, motion is to award the ball fields fence agreement, contract number 2026-048, or is that a B?
B,
B, to East Coast Fence, Mass. for $10,926. And to authorize the chair or designated person to execute the contract documents when they have been prepared.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Okay. And we're on to discussion. Weekly report of all trash pickup.
That's me.
Okay.
So, we are picking up all the trash at the municipal buildings, police station and down here. And that goes in the offsets. So, how are we tracking that with the schools? We have the schools, we have the fire stations, we have quite a number of municipal buildings, we're picking up all this trash. How will we track this? How is it weekly or is it Like the schools, how do we do the schools?
So the schools, whenever stuff is coming to the transfer station, that's getting recorded. I gave you a calculation last year about talking to the vendor about how long it takes to pick up each one and how many yards are in each container based upon the contract where we have all those containers around town. So I gave you that, I can dust that off and give that back to you again.
Well, currently, what do you mean, what are we doing at the schools? Is it commingled with the regular
Some
trash?
of the compact, like the school trash compactor comes to us. Yeah, the school trash compactor comes to us, so it's on a weekly report.
So that, okay, the schools are all set. We know
Yes.
what they are.
Yep.
What about the other buildings, like say town hall?
All the other ones, that was in the Republic contract where we were provided like certain size containers and everything, so that has to be a calculation, because that truck that is picking those up is mixing,
Yeah, it's commingled.
yes, he's taking the town hall, but then he might go to McDonald's, he might
Right.
go to a
Right.
gas station, he goes somewhere else.
No, he,
Front loader,
it's Republic, you know.
right,
Right, they're not going to McDonald's after they pick up from the town.
sure they could. If it's just a front loading compact or front loading container, they'll just pick that up, dump that, and then go pick up somebody else's.
It's a commercial entity.
Right, so they go wherever they're, have a contract to go, and if
Yeah,
it's
wherever
in there,
they
if it's
contain.
on their way, they're not gonna skip it.
So it's not the contract that we have with Republic for the town.
So the contract we have with the Republic is that we get free containers at
They're not
municipal
free.
buildings, but they're not
They're
free.
not free, that's part
Right.
of the contract. That should be taken care of too.
Yep, that was a calculation that I gave you last year on
Yeah.
that.
So when that's picked up, is it weighed or is it?
No. No, so they base it on the estimated, when they give you a container, they know that when they pick it up, it's gonna be X percentage full, just from there, because they do all the routing, so they know that if somebody has a 3-yard container, I need to hit that container X number of times a month or whatever, however they figure it out. So that was the information they gave me back, was what they estimate to be the weight of the container on a weekly, monthly basis.
Do they give you the individual municipal buildings that they're picking up from?
No, they just gave the size of the container and how much waste would be estimated in that size container.
They should be giving you the address of where they're picking it up. It's a police department, fire department.
They pick up all the ones that we have in town, so we know they're getting picked up.
Yeah, I don't think we're tracking it that close. So. There's no other way of doing this.
Not on those type containers, those are just dump and go.
All right, well, that's something that needs to be worked on. Because the ratepayers are paying to get rid of that trash. I mean, if
Well,
they're picking up, see what you said, picking up McDonald's, they can't go to the transfer station.
No, that stuff that goes in those containers doesn't come to us, it goes offsite.
They haul that out. It doesn't come into our dump.
That's why it's not a cost, but it is a cost, because the contract that we have for them to do our curbside collection
Includes the municipal buildings.
includes that they have to give us these free dumpsters that we know are not free, because there's a cost associated with that.
Right.
So that is rolled into our rate,
The contract
The
itself.
flat rates.
yes, the contract
So,
itself.
but the weight of the trash that they pick up doesn't go to our transfer station.
No. Not on those commercial grounds,
For all the municipal buildings.
yes.
So really, we're getting a good deal.
Yeah, we get, it's a good deal that's, not being charged directly to us.
All right, okay.
And we're not paying for the disposal of it either.
Right.
Right, just the free, not free.
Right.
Unless your dumpster's on
Right.
a quarter full every time.
But they must be full, but it's just,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They have it down to a.
what dumpster isn't really?
Yeah, right.
True.
Okay,
Yeah.
mine at my office is
The only one
not full that often.
we need is the school, basically.
Yeah, that one.
and then we need the weight of the light truck, the little one.
And that one's tracked.
That one's strapped on.
Yep.
Every day.
Yes,
How about Sunday?
every day.
They open Sunday to weigh it?
If nobody's dumping on Sunday, so if they're dumping
They
Monday.
dump it one day.
Oh, so-
They're leaving the trash in it, they're dumping
Yeah, it would
Monday.
be, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I thought that, that
Yeah.
it would be double, not double the weight, but it would be,
Right. Or you do it first thing in the morning, before you go out.
yeah, it could be. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so, new crosswalk at Surf and Ocean.
So, there was a crosswalk, cross surf,
Surf it,
but
yes.
there's nothing going over to Yogi's where all the kids are trying to go over.
Yeah,
So
so they're
something we
going
can
in
do-
there a lot,
something we can-
lot going on there.
Can't do it.
Why?
On
We
that
could do-
corner,
No,
you'd have to check with the cop, but I'm saying no.
I mean, not
It's
from
not that
there,
far.
that's a long,
It's not that far. I just worry about cars coming around that corner. You can't see. You coming from Brant Rock, you come around that corner, you can't see a crosswalk until you get right on top of it. Cause you'd have to go from the other side of Surf Ave across. And the cars come around that corner, they'll never see a person.
where do they,
Was that
where
by
do
St.
they,
Anne's?
where do they mostly cross? Where do you mostly see them crossing?
They're crossing from Surf over to the,
They can go Surf Ave, cut across by Duke's, go up 13th Road, crosswalk right there. Then you
yeah,
come
of
down that
course,
side
yeah,
of
of
the road.
course, yeah, I mean, yeah, but
That's the only way to
they
do
can
it.
keep walking and you can,
Yeah, I know.
they can go to Bear Rock too.
That's right. No, I'm serious. I don't think they'll let us put one there. They would never let us put one
We
there.
gotta ask the safety officer.
Yeah, all right.
Ask, who is it, Lucetti?
Yes.
Surf Ave at Ocean Street, is that by St. Anne's?
Thanks.
No.
Down
What
by,
by Plymouth Ave?
right down by Duke's, Bobby.
Plymouth Ave
You
and
know,
the,
Grand Rock gas station.
yeah,
Ocean Bluff gas station, is that what it's called?
you know,
Yeah, before,
Go
Where
around.
Plymouth Avenue hits Ocean Street.
where the Veterans Island is.
Is that Surf and Ocean?
yes.
That's the end of Surf.
is it?
The end of Surf.
It is a long, and it's wide and then.
Well, you could put it down further, down, in other words, come around Surf, walk down Ocean,
The next street,
somewhat where, the, beginning of the Veterans, Garden, and go across there and then,
what's the closest crosswalk to that?
13th Road. There's only a hop, skip, and a jump. right there.
Couple of streets, right?
No, one
Couple-
street.
One street?
One street.
So you would have a crosswalk and then the next street you'd have a crosswalk. So that doesn't make sense,
that took a while to get there, we got it.
right?
All right,
Okay.
so we can double check, all
Yeah.
right, thank you.
We'll check on it.
Fix crooked entrance to public beach sign.
Those were awful, but you've taken them down.
Yeah, we took them.
They're down?
So- Yeah,
Yeah.
they looked like they got hit by a hurricane.
No,
It really did.
they're making up.
I know,
Yeah.
you're gonna have them on the other side of the
Yes, we're
road,
gonna put one on one side and put the,
not a throughway, dead end,
Yes.
and then the one for the public
for
beach,
the walkway, yes.
with it, yeah, for the walkway, no vehicles allowed.
Right.
All right,
When's
Good,
that,
thank
when's
you.
that gonna happen, Jim?
As soon as it's time to make. And I know they pulled them up, hopefully within the week.
Question.
Yes.
I'll go back to a new crosswalk at Surf and Ocean. We had discussed in previous meetings about doing a lighted crosswalks along Ocean Street. Have we done any of those?
oh, right, yeah, we did, the solar ones.
Yeah, which ones are we,
The only ones I know of done are down by, Marshfield Ave. Down by-
we had, it was awesome. I didn't.
Tom? Tom Reynolds told us he had money for those, or he had them. This is going back probably 2 years.
Yeah, well,
Well, some kind of a grant or something like
Yeah.
that?
Right.
Got money?
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever happened with those?
Who's gonna try them out and then see?
Well, are we trying some out for the school?
which one?
The school has new ones, so
They
they just put
Yeah,
those
they
in.
just put new ones.
Are they the solar
I
ones?
think,
Yes.
yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought we were gonna do something along the beach area.
We did talk about that, I remember talking about that at a meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, and he said he had, I can't remember
So-
exactly, but I don't know if it was grant money or something for them. This was a couple of years ago,
We'll have to circle back on
two
that.
summers ago.
Nothing.
Sorry, I remember everything.
No, I remember that too.
Nothing wrong with that.
I actually remember what I was wearing at that meeting.
We actually
I know, I know.
we had, that was a beautiful outfit too.
Because he never forgets anything.
He doesn't forget.
We had people in from like 13th Road, they were talking.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
it was heartbreaking that the person, I don't remember exactly the story, but it was, people don't stop, right?
No, they don't.
You know, and, you know, that's why my point about, you know, the lowering the speed limit at the, not just at Spring Rock, but other places in town is, we are trying to be a pedestrian-friendly town. We're a summer community. The more we can let the voters know that we mean business and there's controlled structures out there, fine. I mean, if you go into some of the cities, they're all over the friggin' place,
Yeah,
you know, and we got to grant money and I don't want it to be appropriated somewhere else, but we should be really focusing on the beaches.
I'll take a look and see if I can find out if there is any money or what we did or figure out what happened.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, yeah.
It does.
Okay, so
We got
we
what,
have
minutes?
the minutes.
I
You
read
don't want to
the-
give another update on the playground?
Oh, playground, oh,
Oh,
no, we got that update, right? We got that update already,
Just
yeah.
making sure Bob didn't forget.
Wait.
You want another, you have another update?
no,
It did, didn't it?
I read the minutes.
Okay,
I'm all set with
you all
that.
set with the
Yeah.
minutes? Okay, so motion to accept the minutes for June 2nd, 2025.
I'm good.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And then, do we have anything else from superintendent's report from anybody?
He's not feeling good.
He's not
I know,
feeling
just
good.
Oh,
We're just out doing our maintenance,
John,
basins,
section.
patching holes.
Right, so, yeah, so you had a water main break, right? Did you have a water main break?
There's a few of them.
A few. No, I know, there was quite a few, like, kind of emergency situations, right?
yes.
So,
Seems like they're having all of a sudden too, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell you why,
Huh?
because it's, I could tell you based on the astrology, but I don't wanna like freak everybody out for everybody, but
There was 2 minutes.
don't expect that to end.
Mercury's in retrograde or something?
It's that, but it's other things.
I got a
Very
question, I got a question. What about the sidewalks on 139, way up?
We're working on them too.
I know, do you think it was the heat?
I don't know, we can't figure out what does it, there's
Those are-
nothing underneath them.
I mean, it's
What sidewalks you talking about?
up,
Concrete ones going up 139.
up 130, you know where
Right
the
out here.
ticket store is, where they sell it,
Yeah,
all right there. And going further up at where the dentist office is. The sidewalks went like this.
It's right at the joints.
Watch me. This is the sidewalk, went like this.
really?
Yes, just like this.
Wow.
Way up.
Way up? Oh, I'm gonna have to
Oh.
check, I'm gonna have to notice that, I haven't seen it. I drive by there.
They went up on the 45 inches.
Wow, and then, that had to be the heat,
Maybe?
or maybe a combination of the nor'easter, 7 inches of rain in like in a day, and then the heat,
It's been there for a while.
something,
Yeah.
oh, it's been before that.
It's a 3-star issue.
There's a few of them like that.
Um,
Usually in the wintertime, you get the frosties,
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I mean, these are,
Yeah.
well,
Way up.
two people did get, they didn't get really in. One lady fell.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I know, because one of my friends stopped.
And it's right at the joint.
Yeah, right there at the dentist. Stopped. And
We have-
The
I
woman was
see-
sitting on the sidewalk.
June
on the
2nd.
curb.
And June 23rd.
And two
Oh,
people
is it,
stopped.
oh, it's behind it, I'm sorry, I didn't see
And
that.
They called,
Okay.
she didn't want to go to the hospital.
I didn't see that. No, you weren't at that meeting.
No.
No.
Oh, wait, it does say you were in attendance, June 23rd.
Oh, yeah, I was there, yeah, that one, that
Okay,
was
so-
July, I wasn't there.
Sorry, I skipped one, I didn't realize there was another one. Were you at this meeting?
Yes, it was, it was August, July when I wasn't, it's August already. I was on vacation with my wife,
Okay.
apologize.
You can do
He's up in
vacation.
New Hampshire.
All right, so, motion to accept the meeting minutes for June 23rd, 2025.
Second,
All in favor?
aye,
Aye.
I was there, so.
aye.
Right, it was last meeting that you were, so those will be the minutes we get next time.
Right.
All right, a motion to close the meeting?
How about the superintendent?
Oh, he just
We already did it.
did it.
Oh,
There was
okay.
nothing else, right? I asked.
Motion to adjourn.
Is that it?
Maintenance. We're doing maintenance.
We're doing what?
Maintenance.
Maintenance, lot
Patching,
of maintenance,
Catch basins,
lot of maintenance.
fix
Okay.
water.
Right,
All right.
okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Okay.